Because LeetCode problem number 2, add two numbers, medium size complexity, Java solution. It should be pretty simple looking at the title, but the numbers are represented as linked lists, and that's what makes it a medium problem. But before we discuss, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Now back to the problem. You are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are stored in the reverse order. You might think that will complicate the problem. That will actually simplify the problem, because you don't want to traverse all the way to the end and then keep moving backwards, because it's a singly linked list. Also, I think if it is a doubly linked list, I think that could be a different problem, and which will also be of medium size complexity. I think you have to go to the end and then move backwards. But here in this case, the least significant bits are stored first, and you may assume that the two numbers do not contain any leading zero except the number 0 itself. So now you are supposed to add them up and return a new linked list which has the sum. So in this case, 342 plus 465, and then you are supposed to return 807. So even though the linked list is of 708, because it should be in reverse order, the actual value is 807. That's the problem. Now let's take a look at the Java solution. So this is the definition of the list node. You have a value and then the next, and then this is the constructor, and you initialize the value with value. And in Java, all objects are initialized with 0, so you don't have to set next to null. So that's one advantage compared to C++, C++. So now this function add two numbers, list node L1 and L2. So you create a sentinel node for the resultant linked list, which is a dummy head. And so you initialize that with 0 and then set current to dummy head and then carry to 0. And while if L1 is not equals to null, L2 is not equals to null, or carry is not equals to 0, means you still have something to process. That's what it means. So now you get x. If L1 is not equals to null, maybe L1 is already null. It's a small number. They don't have to be equal number of digits, both L1 and L2. So that's why you need this check. Maybe L2 still have numbers. Maybe L2 still have numbers, and L1 we ran out of digits in L1. I meant L2 digits, not L2 numbers. So x, when if L1 is not equals to null, you need to get the L1's value, and then L2, similarly L2 is not equals to null, you need to get L2's value, and then you carry sum from previous thing, but you initialize with 0, and then x and y, and then carry is sum divided by 10, and the number remaining is some percentage 10. So this is the modulo, and this is the quotient. It's obvious. I think if you do 6 plus 4, it becomes 10. 10 divided by 10, the carry becomes 1. So in that case, so that's what it means. And then current dot next, you create a new list node with some percentage 10. In this case, 4 plus 6, you initialize with 0, and then set current to current dot next. This is how you keep building the resultant linked list. And if L1 is not equals to null, you move one step forward, and then if L2 is not equals to null, you move L2 one step forward. At the end of it, you return dummy head dot next. So you don't want to return the sentinel node, you want to return the next one, which becomes the head node of the resultant linked list. So now let us take a look at this run 243, which is actually 345, and 564, which is actually 465. So you add 2 plus 5, and then carry becomes 0, but the remainder is 7. So you create a new node with 7, and then add digits 4 and 6, and then with a carry of 1, So you get the carry 1 and then the remainder 0. So you initialize the list with the 0 and then 7 0, and then you eat 3 plus 4 plus carry 1, I think here. With carry 0, I think. Yeah. So this is from the carry 1. So the logging is for the current carry. So 3 plus 4 plus 1 is 8. So the new node is created with value 8, and then you return this 708. That's it. Comment below if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.